Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions JP, let's look at Kirufe. This will not be a proper review, more kind of just like a showcase, and then also to look at her in Arena, and then also to look at sort of the current temperature of Arena, and then also a lot of Orlandeau, and then some Vinera. But I got the Trust Master of her yesterday. I'm a little underwhelmed by this Trust Master. The only stat that's remarkable is the 15 critical. Everybody can equip it, which is nice. And then the active ability for 3 turns, it's a self-buff. It will raise your defense against single target attacks, but lower your defense against area of effect attacks. I don't like that kind of positive minus thing. I want a buff that gives me all positives, or like positives and neutrals, so I'll experiment with that, but for this video I will not equip it. But this is my Arena team, Kirufe, Miranda, and Agrias. And Kirufe, I gave her the Platinum Rod, that's just a high magic rod, the Alexandrite Ring to raise her accuracy, and then also her elemental resistances, and then the Man-Eater magic Trust Master. I also gave her the Vision card to raise her magic and then shorten her casting time. I think that's important for her. Miranda, she is going to be kind of a, well, she does a lot of stuff. Support, attack, healing, even tanking if you need it. And then last is Agrias. She'll be my magic tank. She has the Ice Brand, +5, so that's a lot of extra damage with her ice attacks. And then the Armor of Light for greater magic resistance. But she's probably the tankiest top-tier attacker in the game, so she's pretty amazing. But let's head into the arena. I'm looking specifically for Orlandeau-led teams or Vinera-led teams. And then I'm going to put my Kirufe in the first spot there, just so that they line up with either Orlandeau or Vinera. Okay, but there's also Stern and then Mediana on the enemy's team, so you can make that team now in global, so we can see how they perform here. Levels are a little bit lower, so I shouldn't be having too much trouble here. Okay, but less than 50% damage there from Orlandeau, that's fine. Again, Kirufe's characteristics. She is a magic damage dealer, but she's short range with high defense and high HP. So she does want to get out there first. Alright, there's the Jammer Thrust from Miranda. That's one of the best attacks in the game, I would say. Which makes Red Mage one of the best jobs in the game. And there was Mediana, she did the Blizzaga. It's an area of effect spell, which is always risky in Arena, because people might move away or die before the spell can get off, so you might want to turn that off once we get the on-off skill for Arena. Okay, but Mediana and Stern versus my Agrias and Miranda. Agrias has the good magic resistance, so that flare did almost no damage. And then Don't Act on Mediana. Agrias is really good at status effects on top of everything else, so she's pretty amazing. Okay, and there goes that team. Not the best kind of show-off of Kirufe's abilities, but that's coming. Don't worry about that. Okay, so here is a Vinera team. She'll be level 89, Orlandeau's 89, so they're a little bit closer to my levels here. Vinera, she is a close-range attacker, and she has very high evade. So you want attacks which have the 100% hit on them. And then Kirufe has 2 of those. One is Holy, that's also light element, so that's extra damage on Vinera. She also has a short-range energy buster, I think it is. Alright, she'll cast Protect on herself. And Agrias will cast Regen, and then also Spirit Up on those two guys. Jammer Thrust on Vinera. Okay, and then here's Holy. So 100% chance to hit. Also gets the element advantage. So there goes Vinera. And looks like Vinera is charging up a spell, but Orlandeau will act before it can get out. So that's an example where shortening the casting time is going to be important. And here's Agrias' Limit Break. It's pretty good. It has a pretty good range, and then it also adds Confusion. Yeah, there's Confusion, so... Again, with the status effects. Okay, then stop on the enemy's Agrias. One nice thing about Confusion, even if the confused character does not attack the own party's allies, it will still just do the regular attacks. It won't cast like skills that take AP or TP. So you're basically just taking them out of the fight for, you know, those 2 turns. Alright, here is Miranda's Limit Break. Area of Effect attack, it may confuse as well. So we'll take down the enemy's Agrias. Confuse Orlandeau, but since I'm the only target, he'll still attack me and then take me down. Okay, next. Here's another Vinera party, level 99. Not looking forward to playing her, but let's see what happens. And then as for who I see a lot in Arena, I do see a lot of Orlandeau and Vinera. Probably the characters that I would have the most trouble with this team would be Rain or Warrior of Light. They're both pretty good. I see some Victora actually. It's strange, not a lot of people talk about her, but I see her a lot in Arena still. Also, kind of one more popular character lately has been Ayaka. There have been people that have been using her ever since the beginning, but it was kind of more sort of a niche character, but now it's becoming much more mainstream. And so people are actually putting together builds specifically to take down Ayaka. The thing that's nice about Ayaka, of course, is that she can heal. Her Limit Break will come out immediately with no casting time. She can also raise your teammates if they go down, so that's kind of resetting the arena battle. I have my Ayaka at level 79, and I wonder if I need to get her any higher than that. I'm probably not going to use her in Arena, and I feel like 79 is enough for the various high-level content, like the tower and stuff, so I'll probably leave her there. So where am I in this battle? I think Agrias is all by herself. Alright, and then the enemy's Agrias has the hate up, so I'm going after her. Even though it would probably be a better idea to go after one of the other 2 guys. But yeah, we're getting a good look at how tanky Agrias can be. She's better suited for magic tanking, I think. Her buffs, her self-buffs, they lead to better magic defense. But she has a high natural defense stat as well, so... Okay, here's an Orlandeau team. Not too high levels here, so it shouldn't be too bad. One thing to worry about is that they have Lucia. She is wind element, so she gets an advantage on Kirufe. So regen on Miranda there. After playing in the arena a lot with this formation, it might have been a better idea to put Kirufe in the middle. Just so that maybe she could hang back, you know, cast more skills like buffs on her teammates and stuff. But I just wanted the ease of matching up with either Orlandeau or Vinera in that first slot for the purpose of this video. Alright, and then there she used Holy on Orlandeau. She might... I feel like the AI, it always picks the attack that does the most damage. So my instinct is to have her use Earth Element attacks, since that gets advantage on Orlandeau's Lightning Element. But if Holy does more damage, then I'm fine with her using that. So took down Orlandeau there. Orlandeau is a beefy attacker. He might be up there with Agrias as far as tanky attackers. But Kirufe has no problem doing lots of damage to him. Okay, there's Jammer Thrust on their Kirufe, taking her down. And then their Lucia taking down my Kirufe. We'll raise the Spirit there. And then again, Miranda with the Jammer Thrust. The reason why that attack is so good is because it does magic damage, but it has a nice range and no casting time, so really quick and good damage, and good against kind of traditional tanks like Engelbert or Monto, who are weak to magic attacks. Okay, here's another battle against Orlandeau. Regen again here. And regen in this game is really good. There was a slash and magic attack up on Kirufe, so her Holy should do more damage here. Okay, one punch Orlandeau. I think that was a 99 level Orlandeau as well, so yeah, she's awesome. Okay, haste on Agrias, that is fine. And Holy on Monto. Almost one punch there. Okay, very little problem with that fight there. Okay, let's do another Orlandeau, this one at level 82. When Kirufe was released, you know, she was kind of billed as an Orlandeau Slayer. But I still see a lot of Orlandeau in the arena. I think people are just kind of like in the habit of using him, so they'll use him even though there's an Orlandeau Slayer out there. So that makes it easier for me to get kind of more points and higher ranks in the arena. But Orlandeau kind of got a couple buffs lately. One was to his AI. He'll use more of his self-buff barrier abilities. And then another thing is the release of the Coral Sword, which will raise lightning element attacks. So we might see an extension to Orlandeau's lifespan here in JP. But that just means an extension to the lifespan of my Kirufe. Okay, so that was kind of like the most basic Earth magic attack from Kirufe. and it did over 4,000 damage, so very, very nice. Okay, one punch Stern there, although that's not very hard to do. But I remember pulling for Kirufe originally just because I wanted a mage from every element, and then Earth was one of the elements that I didn't have. It turns out that Kirufe does not have like the traditional black magic... Whoa. That there was a normal attack of 1600. That's crazy even for characters like Stern or Orlandeau, so I don't know what's going on there. She does have the Man-Eater in her magic attacks, but her normal attack is just physical, so I don't know where that multiplier is coming from. Okay, here's another Orlandeau, 89. First battle against Engelbert, 89. This might give us trouble. And then Victora, level 99. She's going to be the next character that I want to pull after Kidon. What was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about Kirufe's just kind of standard Earth magic attacks. She's been using a lot of Holy in this video. But yeah, I want her to use more of the Earth element attacks. And then here, for whatever reason, the AI worked so that Kirufe stayed back, and so she's getting more buffs from other characters, and she's also buffing other characters. Okay, but here comes Victora. Okay, haste on Kirufe, that's awesome. And then Holy on Victora. And one punch there, very nice. And the last attack from Orlandeau, that would be an example of attack that would be lowered from Kirufe's Trustmaster. So if you know you're going up against single target attacks a lot, you can certainly make use out of that. Okay, and then there, that was the Energy Buster. That's that short range, 100% hit Earth element magic attack. So that one punched Orlandeau. And for some reason, normal attack, almost 3,000 damage on Engelbert. That should not happen, but it did for some reason. Okay, so that'll do it for a showcase of Kirufe in the arena. And she's super duper strong. I'm glad I got her to Limit Break 5. And then when her release is close in Global, I'll do a proper review of her. We'll look at her sub-jobs and all of her abilities then. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.